Hello, welcome to this video. This is going to be a little bit of a different video. We're going to be doing a little mini itsy bitsy tiny wincy tutorial, and this video is dedicated to the She is Sheep Educational Association for Africa, which is a charity NGO in Nigeria, and is actually located in Akwa Ibom, which is where I'm originally from in Nigeria. And this video is just a little tutorial for the girls to kind of learn something in the fashion world, and it's just my way of, giving back and helping the girls out. I really hope you guys enjoy this tutorial because it really means a lot to me. There's gonna be a GoFundMe in the description where you guys can donate anything. It doesn't matter how small or how big, and just anything you can to help out the girls back where I am from. I would genuinely appreciate it, or just sharing the GoFundMe link if you could. And yeah, before we get started, I'm going to be answering some questions. And these are just questions that the girls had or wanted to know more about. Okay, so the first question is, what is the best piece of advice for aspiring creatives? My best piece of advice, it sounds cliche, but it's literally to believe in yourself. And believing in yourself literally means tunnel vision on whatever you're passionate about, whatever your craft is, whatever you're good at. Believe in that work. Don't be distracted by, oh, someone else is a little bit better than me. Oh, I feel like they did this better than me. Oh, they know how. If you feel like you like it, believe that your work is good. Believe that you have talent. And trust me, it'll go far, and it'll keep your mind so clear and so steady. And it's something that we're all working on being good at. I'm working on being good at it too. Literally just believing in yourself, and that'll take you so far. Okay, so the next one is the first step to being a creative. The first step is starting. Whether you're starting in front of an audience or starting, and when I say starting, I don't mean starting in front of an audience and putting your work out there for everyone to see. The first step is literally getting your idea put down on paper physically, or making something physically, doing something that you can show one day, hey, this is what I did to start. This is my work. Start it. Start it in silence. Start it. Don't tell anybody you're starting it. Just do it. And that's the first step. You've done it. And if you've done it one time before, you can definitely do it again, and keep doing it and keep doing it till you're confident enough to show somebody. Once you're confident enough to show somebody, nobody can tell you anything. Once you're confident in your own work, no one can tell you anything about your work. So just start, perfect it. And, well, I wouldn't say start. It doesn't have to be perfect before you show somebody. But start, as long as you like it, show somebody. So the next question is, what is my biggest accomplishment as a designer? I believe my biggest accomplishment would be getting one of my pieces placed on a celebrity for her music video. The celebrity was Lotto. That was really big for me. I feel like that is something that really, solidified, like, yo, I am, maybe what I am doing is actually, people are actually seeing it and resonating with my work. It really meant a lot to me that I was reached out to, and someone felt like my work would be good enough to be featured in a music video. And it just gave me that boost of motivation I needed at the time to just keep going and giving the girls what I actually enjoy creating. But trust me, there have been many times before that where I received no's. So don't let, I feel like as a designer or creative or anybody watching this, don't let the one big accomplishment that you see people have, don't let it fool you, babe. There are many times where I've received no's, and that it hurt. It definitely hurt, but it was more of a like, gotta keep going. They're gonna come asking for it one day. So that's my advice. Or that was me answering the question and a little bit of advice. But yeah, that was that. I hope these little questions helped you out a little bit. Feel free to ask more questions in the comments. I see all of them. I will answer every single question you have. But as of right now, we can get into the tutorial. Okay, y'all, for the bubble skirt or balloon skirt, however you want to call it, we're not going to need too many materials. You need their fabric, elastic, and some polyester packing fiber filled that you know you can put in dolls and things like that. You can get it from Walmart, any grocery store, just anything. You can even use any kind of fabric you like for it. But here, this is where I started with pulling out my fabric and laying it down. I was listening to a podcast whenever I was cutting fabric. Anyways, so what we're going to do now is fold the fabric, and I usually do about 15 inches. I like my skirts to not be too long or not too short. Then from there I'll go ahead and cut it, so it's 15 inches from where my scissors are to kind of the edge of the fabric. I also meant to say that you can use cotton fabric. I'm using tweed here. I recommend cotton fabric. Tweed isn't really my favorite for this kind of look, but it still works. So the skirt length in total, like all around, I wanted to do about 50 inches. Looking back, I should have done a little bit more just so the skirt can be more flowy and have more of that wide bottom. But it's really up to you on how wide you want it. But I would definitely suggest about 5 to 7 more inches. So this is where the elastic is going to come in. This is really important, and it doesn't matter what width your elastic is, but you need to make sure you're cutting the right amount for your waist. So earlier I said I did about 50 inches on the skirt length, so we're gonna go with about half of that, so 25 to 30 inches for the elastic as well. And now this is the really important part of making sure the elastic is actually on the band, and you're sewing on the elastic on the outside of the fabric, so the part of the fabric that's not going to show. And make sure you use a zigzag stitch. It just makes it easier. And make sure you're also pulling from both ends and stretching the elastic as you put it along the waistline, because that's what's going to create that stretch. Once I was done with that, I went ahead and put the skirt on my mannequin just to see how it would fit on the waist, and I came to find out it was a little bit too big. But looking back, I probably should have just left it, but it's really up to you on how tight you want it to be on your waist. So now I went ahead and pulled out the filling. I don't know why I'm pulling it like that, but I put as much filling as I felt would look good into the skirt. This is really up to you and your preference. And if you don't have filling, you can literally use any old fabric. You can put anything in there just to give it that illusion that it's, you know, filled up with something. And I probably should have put a little bit less, but it's really up to you on how you want your skirt, how puffy you want it to be. And here I'm just showing you guys where we're gonna put the seam, one final seam. You just flip your skirt inside out, and then you take it to your serger or your sewing machine. I use my serger here for half of it, but the other half I went to go use my sewing machine. I probably should have used my sewing machine the whole time. I recommend definitely using your sewing machine because this made the process a little bit more difficult. But now that was the final seam, and I like how cute and mini this turned out. I did take out some of the filling here. I didn't try it on because I wasn't trying to style it. It was like 12 a.m. when I filmed this, but I did use this exact same method to make a different skirt, so I can insert some pictures for y'all. Hello, welcome back to Recreation Station. Yeah, I've been excited for this one. If you know me, you know that I'm a mini skirt girl. So there's a certain skirt that has just been popping. I feel like I've been seeing this style of skirt everywhere. I decided to go to the fabric store and do what I do best. This is skirt number 1. Y'all look at, please. Eee! Somebody invite me out. Picnic, date, whatever. I'm there. Okay, let me show y'all the other color. Guys, this pink. It's so pretty and girly. Oh my God. Stop playing. I'm so in love. Anyways, which one do y'all like better? Let me know. Bye.